Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's story is about two names that have moved the entire country with a single moment of honesty and love, Gökberk Yildirim and Cemre Arda. If you enjoy heartfelt stories from the world of Turkish celebrities, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button below to support us. Now, let's dive into today's incredible story. A night that changed everything. The events that gripped Turkey unfolded late one rainy evening in Istanbul's Memorial Hospital. Gökberk Yildirim, a talented young actor admired for his warm smile and dramatic screen presence, was rushed to the emergency unit following a sudden health crisis on the set of his latest series. Doctors confirmed that his condition was serious but refused to give detailed updates, asking the family for privacy. Outside the hospital, a crowd of anxious fans began to gather, holding candles and whispering prayers. Reporters lined the entrance hoping for the smallest piece of information. The tense atmosphere, echoing footsteps on tiled floors, the hum of fluorescent lights, and the rhythmic beeping of machines, created a scene that felt straight out of a movie. Cemre's heartfelt promise. Amid the tension stood Cemre Arda, Gökberk's longtime partner and co-star. She had been by his side throughout his rise to fame, often keeping their relationship private, away from the relentless scrutiny of social media. Witnesses describe a powerful moment that evening, when a nurse emerged with a brief update about the actor's condition. Cemre stepped forward, tears streaming down her face, and whispered words that silenced the entire hallway. A reporter present recalled later. The corridor went still. She said, almost trembling, "If he opens his eyes again, if I can see him smile at me just one more time, I will marry him. I won't wait another day." It wasn't rehearsed or for the cameras, just raw emotion. Those words spread like wildfire. Within minutes, entertainment sites carried headlines such as Cemre's oath of love shocks the nation and a wedding promise at the hospital door. The nation holds its breath. Television talk shows interrupted their regular broadcasts to cover the breaking story. Social media hashtags including #PromiseOfCemre and #WakeUpGökberk began trending across Turkey, with thousands posting messages of support. Fans flooded comment sections with heartfelt notes. "This is what love really looks like, standing by someone in the darkest moment. If he wakes up, that wedding will be a national celebration." Others started online petitions urging television networks to air the couple's wedding live should Gökberk recover, calling it a symbol of hope in difficult times. A mother's blessing. One of the most moving details came from Gökberk's mother. According to those present, she overheard Cemre's tearful vow and quietly reached out to hold her hand. In a soft but resolute voice, she said, "If my son wakes up, I will be the one to help you put on your wedding dress." The intimate gesture was seen by many as a sign of acceptance, welcoming Cemre not just as her son's partner but as a future daughter in the Yildirim family. The wait and the miracle. For 2 days, the country waited anxiously as doctors monitored Gökberk's condition. Television channels replayed footage of Cemre's tearful promise outside the hospital, while paparazzi captured images of fans lighting candles at the hospital gates. Finally, on the third evening, whispers spread through the ward. Gökberk had opened his eyes. Hospital staff later described the atmosphere as electric, nurses cheering quietly and relatives hugging each other in relief. When Cemre entered the recovery room, her face still marked by sleepless nights, she approached the bed and gently took Gökberk's hand. Witnesses say that after a brief moment of silence, Gökberk smiled faintly and asked in a weak voice, "Where is Cemre?" She knelt beside him and, with renewed strength, repeated her vow. "I told everyone that if you opened your eyes, I would marry you. Now that you're awake, I want to keep that promise. I want to be your wife." The room fell silent except for the steady beep of the heart monitor. Gökberk squeezed her hand and responded, barely above a whisper, "If you're ready, so am I. Let's not waste another day." A story that captured millions. News of his recovery and the couple's heartfelt exchange broke out immediately. Tabloids carried headlines such as "From intensive care to I do" and "A love story that defied fear." Social media turned celebratory. Fans began designing digital wedding invitations, selecting songs for a hypothetical ceremony, and posting montages of the couple's most touching on-screen scenes. One popular comment read, "In a world full of scripted drama, this is the one story that feels real. They deserve the happiest of endings." Beyond the headlines, relationship experts and columnists weighed in, noting that the event had shifted public perception of celebrity romances. It showed that behind the glitz of red carpets and magazine covers, there are deeply human stories of devotion and vulnerability. A television critic summarized it best. "Viewers often say they want authenticity from stars. Cemre gave us authenticity in its rawest form, not in an interview or a photo shoot, but in the hallway of a hospital." Looking toward the future. Since the recovery, representatives for the couple have remained cautious about discussing wedding plans, focusing instead on Gökberk's continued health and rehabilitation. However, insiders close to the pair suggest that the promise made in the hospital will indeed lead to a ceremony once the actor regains his full strength. Cemre has since thanked fans for their overwhelming support in a brief social media statement, writing that their messages felt like a warm embrace during the hardest nights. Closing thoughts. This story has become more than a headline. It has evolved into a reminder of how fragile life can be and how love can become a source of strength during the most uncertain times. What do you think? Should their wedding be a private affair or a public celebration for all those who rooted for them? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, if you want to stay updated on every twist and turn in this remarkable love story, hit the like button, subscribe, and join our community for more heartfelt updates. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, take care and stay inspired by the power of true love.